How's it going, internet world? I am Zachamus Prime, aka Zachamus Prime, here with another Transformers third-party review. And this one, so I did the review of the Magic Square Red Cannon. This is basically a repaint of that, so this is probably going to be, I've got my camera a little bit too high. So this is going to be fairly short. He is mostly the same figure as Red Cannon. Not entirely, but mostly. The differences are actually really kind of interesting. It has to do mostly with how the car parts on his arm is treated. So here he's got these faux car parts here that, of course, they get replaced by the actual detail in the vehicle mode. Here, these are actual car parts, except for that's not a real tire. But let's get this guy out of the way. So the way they do that, they change around the transformation on his arms, and they change around the way it all fits together. Some of the stuff I'll point it out when we transform it. Anyhow, again, first of all, I'd like to apologize. My voice is feeling kind of groggy today. I've been fighting a cold lately, and while I've been told that it works wonders for my baritone, it's difficult to talk for a while. Which, that being said, I've probably got like 4 reviews I need to do today because Christmas was recently and I got some goodies. So anyhow, so this is the Flame Patrol. This is clearly has nothing to do with Red Alert. It's just coincidental. That it looks exactly like the same goddamn figure. This is the first that I've got from them, in that it actually came with a little sticker sheet, the little decals that go on the chest and the arm. I don't know. I'm not real big on stickers, and so I didn't put them on or whatnot. In terms of accessories, he comes with the same gun, but this is molded in black and painted with red details. You can see here it's literally the very same thing, just with different plastic color. His shoulder cannon, though, is completely different. It all works the same way. It pegs on the same way. There's these 2 pegs up above his shoulders, and it pegs onto his right instead of Sideswipe's left. Another thing, the pesky issue that I had with my Red Cannon, where this part didn't want to tab in very securely, ever, does not seem to be prevalent on this figure, which is kind of nice. It leads me to believe that I had a localized issue. So that's it for his accessories. For his articulation, is mostly the same as Red Cannon. He's got a swivel on his head, a ball joint here on the shoulder, which goes out. He also has a little bit of transformation joint that makes it go all the way out. He does not have that nice double jointed elbow, but he does have a pretty deep bend to it, which, kind of helps make up for that. I don't know. I like the double jointed elbows, but, I understand why they had to change things, and I'll show you in a bit. It's the transformation. Swivel at the wrist. This little thing will move around, but really it's supposed to hang pretty much straight down. He has a waist articulation and a dedicated ab crunch. Hips are on ball joints. They'll go forward all the way. They'll go backwards all the way. He's got a full Van Damme. He's got a cut swivel up in his thigh. About 90 degrees of bend in that knee. He's got a full rotation on that ankle, of course, just like Red Cannon, and a little bit of motion on that, plus the toe. My first blush is to say that none of these are really super secure, but secondly, it's a really light figure, so you should be able to get just basically as much posability, aside from the elbows. It's all the same posability as Red Cannon, and it looks good. It looks good. I'm not going to say that looks as good as Bad Cube's, Bad Cube's figures that they produced. But it looks really good, and at the Legend scale, this is, as good as we've got currently. if ever. So to get him transformed up, first thing we're going to do is we're going to take off his accessories and put them aside because they no longer factor into this. We're going to open up his chest, slide his chest panel down. That will allow us to open this up like so. And we're going to move up. We're going to move up these tires here. It's been a while since I've updated because I really wanted to get over this cold before I shot more videos, but the show must go on, I guess. Now we're going to bring this up to get that out of the way. This part's going to come around like that, and then the way this is going to work is you're actually going to fold it over. You're going to fold it in a little bit, and then it bends backwards. So his foot's actually bending backwards. At this point, I do like to, did I say foot? I mean elbow. I do like to turn his hand around so that when it's in its car mode, his palm is facing out. That allows it to clear all this in here a bit better. So we're going to bring that in and push it backwards, because if you push it forward, because you'll see that this pin is off center for his forearm. If you try to do it this way, you're going to end up with a gap here, and that gap is unacceptable for fitting everything in place. So no gap is good business. Yep, put that around that way. And we're going to take this, fold it in, push it into place. It's basically like the other one. Now there's another exception here, and we'll get to that in a bit. Legs are going to be basically the same. You're going to pull that out. That will allow you to free up this little section here. I wanted to turn that. So you can take this and put the toe in, rotate that around. So here's his foot, right? Put the toe in, pull this out. It'll allow you to push this up a bit. That gives you the space you need to push this into place. Now on Red Cannon, this panel right here got flipped out because that helped cover up a gap. That gap is now supplemented by this arm kibble shield right here. So that's no longer necessary. Even though the parts are still there for that particular part of the transformation, that is not required for this. Or it's not even that it's not required, it's that it won't work for this guy's transformation. Tab those together. Push these into their respective tabs. And then just everything. This part actually goes, because it doesn't have those panels in play, this part actually goes a bit easier for this guy than it does for Sideswipe. I say as I once again forgot a step. If I recall, I did this for the Red Cannon as well. His dick plate needs to be folded out. Otherwise it gets in the way. And that all fits together quite nicely. Again, the spoiler's a bit gappy, but you know, you deal with it. And here he is in his car mode. His car mode looks really good still. I mean, it's got this little hole here. It would have been nice if there's something that they can do about it, but try as I might, I can't think of a way they could have mitigated that. Because this right here is the detail for the front of the leg, and you don't want that stuff showing up on the front of the leg. I don't know. But all in all, I think he looks really good. Transform's really fun. I like him. He's a good complement to the Sideswipe, the Red Cannon. So you can get your Car Brothers going on. Trying to think if there's another repaint of this. I know there's the yellow Tiger Track guy, but I don't know. Speaking of Car Brothers, I think Magic Square is coming out with the Nissan Car Brothers, so that's going to be fun. Anyhow, but that'll be for a different review. Thanks everybody for watching. You guys are all awesome. Thank you. Go ahead and leave me a comment, like, subscribe. I don't have a sponsor currently, but the show will go on. So keep ring that bell and look forward to my future updates. Everybody, you're awesome, and I will see you later. Bye.